Hey guys, how are you? Andy Suku, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions. So I want to share a story with you guys of something that's going on in the subprime market right now. And this actually happened to a client of ours. It actually happened to a few clients of ours. And this is why I'm bringing it to your attention, because I can see this happening more and more now. Because listen, our credit card debt ceiling is insanely high. People are not paying their credit cards. People don't have jobs. People are not able to afford their monthly bills, right? And credit card companies are making you pay other people's credit card bills when it's not your responsibility. So the question I want to talk to you guys about, and the topic is, are you responsible for an authorized user's credit card? Are you responsible? Let me break that down for you. When you're added as an authorized user on a credit card, it means the primary person that owns that card adds your name and your social to that card, so you can piggyback off of the data because you're trying to build your credit, or you have no credit, you're trying to establish credit. Now, when you're an authorized user, you are not responsible for paying the primary credit card bill. If the primary credit card holder goes into collection, default, charge off, or they are deceased, the bank has no right to call you and tell you have to pay the bill, because you are not responsible for that bill, right? On the flip side of that, if you were added to someone's credit card and you're an authorized user, and that person gave you a card and said, hey, you can use it, you're responsible for whatever you charge on the card, that's a different story. Obviously you have to be responsible. If you're using someone else's card, you want to pay what you charge on it, right? You don't want to leave it on their responsibility because it's not their bill. However, if you are an authorized user on a credit card and the primary has either went default on the card or they've been deceased, no bank should call you and tell you have to pay the credit card balances. And this is happening in the subprime world. It happened to one of our clients, actually 3 of our clients it happened to be exact. And when they called us and told us the situation, we asked them what responsibility you have to the card. They were just an authorized user. And the banks called them and told them if they don't pay the balance on the credit card and make the monthly payments, it's going to damage their credit. Now let me explain something to you. That is true in an extent. If you're added to someone's card as an authorized user, let me clarify one more thing for you guys. When you apply for a credit card, this goes for a credit card, an auto loan, a mortgage. When you apply for a credit card, on the application you have applicant and you have co-applicant. At that point, if both person goes on that application, then both creditors ran, then both persons are responsible for making those payments. In that scenario. The second scenario is if someone opens a credit card and they're the only applicant, and 3 months later they add you as an authorized user, the primary is responsible for that payment, not the authorized user. So the authorized user was added to the card, the primary person was deceased, the bank called, which was, I'll tell you the bank, Capital One. Capital One is notorious for doing a lot of unethical things and unethical practices in this banking space. That's why I don't speak highly of them. I don't refer them to our clients. There's nothing good coming out of Capital One, Credit One, First Premier, Synchrony Bank, Community Bank, T-Bomb, Bank of Missouri. Nothing good ever comes out of those credit cards. All right. The only good that comes out of them is that their pockets are getting heavier and you're going in debts. Okay. So the bank holder said, hey, you have to pay the card. The client set up monthly payments. So the client called us to fix their credit. And we're going down the list of credit accounts that they have. And we asked her, hey, what's going on with this bill? She said the bank called and told her she has to pay it. She set up automatic payments. I'm like, no, that's not true. Get your money back, because you could use that money towards one of your debts. When she called, the bank said, no, they can't give her the money back. Like, what are you talking about? So at that point, listen, I'm all about doing things the right way. Straightforward path, right? Straight path. We called the bank. We got the money back for her. We got the bank to remove all of her banking information out of their system, so they're not going to charge her next month again. Because again, subprime banks are known to do unethical business. So we got her money back. But the point of this video, and is to make you guys aware, as we go into this recession, as our credit card debts are insanely high, as people are losing their jobs, they can't afford to make their monthly payments, their rent, their mortgage, whatever the case may be. If you're an authorized user on a credit card, don't let these banks try to, bamboozle you and tell you you have to pay someone else's debt. No, you don't. And if you have an issue, if you have something like that going on in your scenario, and you're trying to get the money back and the bank is not giving it back to you, give our office a call. We can get that money back for you. But be wary of that. It's happening a lot, and I see it happening more so. If you have a question about this video, comment, drop it below, and I'll get back to you. Talk to you soon.